go live, but I'm not going to bother because the recording doesn't sound that good. But let's start a show.
And I'm
I'll turn this down a little bit, and I'm going to do this.
This is
Eric and Gord. What if we're right?
Live right now.
Are You Ready?
Find and like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram.
Oh, hi there. Happy Sunday. January 3rd of 2021. And I'm Eric, talking at you once again from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, where I think they may be right. I am what's wrong with this world.
And I'd come up with that conclusion.
I've just years of studying. I know me better than anyone else. And several people on Facebook. Hi, new Facebook friends. I'm sure I have some new listeners in Kelowna tonight. Thanks for joining me. You're not going to like it. Hey, Gord.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
Aside from absolutely hating the word corona, COVID, I'm doing all right. I really, really am.
That's good.
Things are going well. I'm pretty happy. Had a good New Year's, had a very good Christmas, and so things have been going well. Very busy. Things are going well.
I had an outstanding Christmas. By the way, thanks everybody for listening. Thanks for telling your friends. The numbers over the holidays were outstanding. Thank you guys so much for that. I had a great Christmas. I got to go to Vancouver, and it was amazing. I took my first Uber.
Oh, and how was that?
Oh, dude, if you've never done it, I highly recommend it. It's very, very cool.
No, never done it.
And I didn't realize, like, they give you 4 options, and you pick the one you like the best, whether it be based, and they give you 4 prices up front, and you pick the price you want.
Yeah.
And then they come pick you up, and it's just like a cab, but you pay in advance, and then they can't haggle over the price or whatever, and they can't fuck you over.
Already pre-done and predetermined.
Yeah, it's very cool. It was just like a cab. Like, they smelled like a cab. It kind of looked like a cab. The guy was not very nice. I don't think he knew very much English. But he drove well. He got me to North Van. In what's usually about a $25 cab ride, cost me $18. So
Very nice.
it was cool. New Year's, I don't recall. Like, I missed it completely. I was playing guitar, and then the sun was coming up. And I was like, oh, shit. I played guitar all year.
I still find it funny that Uber exists only because, we all grew up being told never get into a car with strangers.
Oh, yeah.
But
I didn't take that lesson for granted. I always ask to see the candy before I get in the van.
I didn't. I just cared that they said candy.
I ain't no dummy. And I will teach my kids the same. You make sure they really have that candy before you get in.
Yeah, because if they don't, it's a scam.
Exactly. It's a COVID. We'll talk a little bit about the stupid thing before we get the show going here. By the way, kids, we got a brand new website up and running. It's not much to look at yet, but we're working on it. That's ericgord.com. Check it out, please. There's a place where you can subscribe now, so go to the bottom of the page and subscribe, and you could get some shit from us and make us look real good. Help us actually do something productive this year. That's the big goal for the new season, is actually get something out of it.
I still love reading the podcast questions when people say, hey, I just did release my first episode and got like 5 downloads. Should I quit?
I say yes every time.
Yes, absolutely you should. That is terrible, and you need to tell them to listen to Eric and Gord instead.
Yep, I tell them that too. Well, my answer is, hey, do you have any advice for a new podcaster? Don't suck. Every time.
Every time that pops up, I always giggle.
Don't suck. That's my advice. And it's not a short. If you're playing the short game, you're not going to win. Gord and I are just fast approaching our 4th season, and it's just now starting to look like we might have some credible numbers that like actually look like something. We jumped like huge. We jumped like 2,100% or something stupid.
Yeah, that was ridiculous when you sent me that. I couldn't believe there's a percentage that goes that high. What the hell?
It's our friends in India. Hi everybody, namaste. Yeah, we're on 2 giant Indian podcast platforms now, Ghana and Geo Savan or whatever, and they are voracious for Eric and Gord. So, I will try to tailor some content more for you guys. I don't know what's going on in your country. I know you're trying to vaccinate the fuck out of everybody, and I guess that's a good thing. Because this COVID, I tell you, it's going to kill us all.
What was the one I heard the other yesterday? I think it was California hit a record of over 20,000 cases in a single day.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But nobody's got the flu yet.
No, the flu doesn't. No. And the whole big thing for that, by the way, because I've been prodding into that, why it is that we don't see the number, and it's the very simplest explanation for that is that we're testing for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but shouldn't you be?
Well,
Maybe?
what using the test that doesn't work already?
Yeah, maybe. I'm just suggesting.
Use that test that it notoriously comes back positive, and the guy who invented it came out and said you can make it positive for just about anything if you do it right.
Right. And the one big thing with that is that when there's a sensitivity level on that test, and you're not supposed to, when testing for COVID, you're not supposed to set it anything higher than 25. The best testing area for it to most be set is up to 21 to 23 is what they say.
Right. And
Canada and the U.S., all of their testing sites are testing between 35 and 43.
That's ridiculous.
And when you set it up that sensitive, it will detect almost anything.
Exactly.
I'm
going to stop the conversation for 1 sec. I'm going to listen to the recording, because if it sounds like it sounds in my headphones, there's a link there where you can go to a player that's really nice and play our show.
No, cool.
There's a link on our new website, ericgord.com. That links directly on you just click the little listen now button.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional legal and medical services.
So I will try to utilize that a little better than I have in the past. And there's a blog section. And the blog section, the first blog post is all about my new friends I made in Kelowna over the weekend.
Oh, very cool.
They're fantastic. 400 friends I made, asking people to just look into what I'm saying. Just look for yourself. And everyone in Kelowna tore my fucking head off. Called me a retard, called me a conspiracy theorist. Looked at my profile and started saying horrifically, like, personal shit. Like, talking about my daughter and stuff. I was just like, that's cool. That's who you are. It was, we care so much about our neighbors. And unless they disagree with us, then they can all go to hell. You people suck. It's not surprising. I'm more than aware of what Kelowna people are like. You've been like this my whole life, but you just reached an extra level of fuck you over this holiday. We said goodbye to 2020. The festivities were non-existent. I don't care. I wouldn't have gone anyway.
Well, they weren't festive here, but I'll tell you, Wuhan, fucking China, fucking erupted up by having thousands of people.
Oh yeah, well they don't have COVID there, so they don't. They were fine in a month.
Yep, 76 days to be exact.
And we're fucked for in BC. They're saying at least until summer. This goes on.
Mm-hmm.
My prediction's 2 years, and they're not far off from that already. So, yay, us.
By the way, I'm looking at our website. Love the description for me. From who I am.
It's always been that.
A modified Roomba vacuum.
Yeah, it's always said that. The last website said that too.
Oh, that's just genius.
I shortened mine. Mine was like paragraphs long about how great I am, and I just cut it down.
See, that's one thing I always loved, though. I always loved that fact that yours was this story, and I'm just a vacuum cleaner.
It's just one line. Gord Strain. And I like the line that didn't make it from the old one. It was Gord and Eric met in 2014. They instantly didn't like each other. And it just leaves it at that.
Yeah. No explanation about how we became what we are, but no.
No. They didn't like each other. It's a good little site. I like it. I've avoided GoDaddy for many, many years. And this time I thought, all right, I'll try the GoDaddy. And it's not bad.
Eh.
It's not much to work with. But whatever. There's links to your Facebook page for the knife sharpening. There's links to Amazon to buy my book. And there's reviews and there's a subscription button. You can go to the bottom of the page. And you can chat with us. We got a little chat box.
The link for my knife thing isn't there.
Yeah, it's a stupid thing. But there's a cool chat thing. And did you read the thing about the cookies?
I literally just saw it and I didn't read it. I should have.
It's pretty awesome. I had to write it, so. You know how every website they tell you, like, oh, we use your cookies to collect your data or whatever.
Yeah.
Ours says, this site uses cookies. Well, really, it doesn't because we don't know how to do that. So your data is pretty safe with us. We wouldn't know what to do with it if we could.
What's the number on the top right corner?
What's my phone number?
123-633?
Yeah.
80243? No, it's too many digits.
No, it's not.
Oh, 1-2-3-6-3-3-8-0. Oh, yeah, okay, I see.
That would be my phone number in case anybody thinks that I'm hiding behind a cartoon face on Facebook. Yeah, I got my fucking phone number in giant numbers on my website, so I'm not exactly hiding from you people. It's my personal phone number. My address is on here. And all over Facebook too. So, and links to the website. All you have to do is go to the bottom of the page, and there's a big contact us page you can fill out, and you can subscribe. You could live chat. There's one of those little cool chat buttons.
Yep, I see that here.
Let us know how we can help, and we'll respond shortly. We won't, but that's cool. There's a video player at the bottom playing my favorite video. By me, starring me, made by me on All Me, Me, Me. All right, let's do a podcast. We're already doing a podcast, but I don't want the whole show to be us sitting here looking at our own website. That's kind of silly. Where is the cookie thingy? A message from your website. Open to read your message. Did you just leave us a message?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. I like it. Reply to this email. Well, fucking go subscribe, and then we'll have like 2 subscribers. We still don't have anyone on our Patreon page either, so if you want to check that out, do so. It's patreon.com/EricandGord. And there's different tiers. You pay a little bit, and you get cool shit. And that comes straight from them, not from us, so you might actually get it. Eventually. I haven't got my new masks yet. It pisses me off.
That's I don't know what to say about that. I thought that we would have a lot of people from Patreon already listening.
Yeah, no, nobody wants to. My masks are still in fucking Chicago. They haven't updated this shit since Christmas. God damn it. I want my masks.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. So, COVID, it's stupid. Everyone who's telling you not to travel is traveling. Everyone who's telling you you're going to die is lying.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not even pulling punches. I'm not going to be rude. I'm not saying anything about these people's characters or anything like that, but the numbers just don't add up. So
no.
Do what you will with it. I don't give a crap anymore. I'll wear the stupid masks as long as you tell me to. I got some cool ones in Vancouver. They're not just the Joker face. They're the Jack Nicholson Joker face.
Oh, fantastic.
And that's just awesome. And then I have my ones coming that I ordered from America that say, fuck this mask. This isn't what freedom looks like. And this mask is useless. They say all kinds of nice stuff on them. So that's, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. COVID's stupid. What else? I wanted to talk to Michaels, but I don't have a tremendous amount of information on them. One thing I was following quite closely over the holidays was the decline of Huawei.
Oh, yeah?
They may just fucking fold completely and just go into like being like a software company.
Isn't that where they started to begin with?
Yeah, and there's new sanctions against their phones in the States. Now, they have like a 4% market share anyway, so it's not a, like, they could lose it at any time and just not be a player in cell phones anymore. That kind of sucks because I like their phones. Their tablets are shit, but...
I do hear great things about their phones.
They are failing miserably, and now with these new sanctions, they probably just will fold completely. They're banking on this whole Harmony thing that's supposed to be a competitor for Google, but I don't think anyone's interested right now because Devil Lady and her evil Iran dealings kind of turned America off.
Yeah. Not surprised by that in the slightest. Just saying.
Nor am I. And let me just clarify for if anyone in Kelowna is actually listening, I don't think there's 5G in the goddamn vaccine. I don't think there's metals that react to 5G in the vaccine. I've done enough research to understand that's not even possible.
Yep.
I'm not a crazy conspiracy theorist. I know COVID's real. Lots of shit's real. Lots of shit that makes us sick is real. I was sick a couple days ago. Don't know what it was. Felt like crap for like 2 days.
Probably you didn't die? That's so weird.
I didn't die. It's the weirdest thing.
I don't think I'm talking to you right now. I think you're actually dead.
Someone drudged up the post I made in the summertime when I was tested, where it says, you can self-quarantine in the mall, right? All these people on the bus sure don't think so. Someone pulled that up and was like, he's openly admitted to having it and spreading it. I was kidding. I wasn't on a bus. I couldn't afford the bus that day, actually. And I live very, very close to the hospital. It was a very short walk. But it was just nice that they pulled that up and tried to use it against me. It was an insult toward the hospital's lack of caring that I possibly had it and just walked out the front door. I was trying to point out the absurdity of that, I wasn't actually on a bus. So some of the things I say are just for comedic value and they're not really true.
And it shouldn't be that difficult to find the fucking difference either. Like, come on.
I didn't think so. People's idea of true, there's like this new thing where true is like what we want it to be.
Yeah. True is does it fit my narrative?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's all that matters.
And if it doesn't, it's false and you're crazy.
Yep.
I'm crazy for reading the websites of the very agencies that everyone is trusting, and on their own websites it says you can't trust these numbers.
Nobody looks that far down though. That doesn't.
That's exactly, you know how true that is, Gord. It's frightening.
Yep.
It's frightening how right you are about that. Because it says right at the bottom of the WHO page and the BCCDC, and I'm sure the Ontario one says the same, that the numbers change all the time. They're reported differently at different times. The BC website does explain that people were told that if there's no negative test result, then COVID goes on the death certificate. In the number 1 slot. In the number 2 slot, they put the whatever the condition was that they probably died from. There's 2 spots on the coroner's report. One is for like whatever the primary thing is, and that's where COVID gets written. And then the second one is where they put car accident. And that's right on the website. Explained very, very clearly on their own website. So I'm not making anything up. It's not a crazy conspiracy theory. It's on their fucking website. So do with it what you will. I don't care. Be an idiot. This is the province where fucking Bill Vanderzam ran. He went to South America because he was so fucking corrupt. He was scared of going to jail. And you're like, we gotta trust these people. They're the government. What do you mean trust them? Justin Trudeau's been called out by the ethics commissioner twice.
Do you think I'm going to listen to him? Get the fuck out of here.
All of a sudden, he's the sage advice we should be taking? Fuck off. Hell no. The guy's a retard. Last year, everyone thought he couldn't tie his own shoes. Now you're all turning to him for your medical advice? What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, I don't understand that. It just makes no sense. Like, it's like adding 1 + 1 and getting 13. You just no, it's not. Redo it. Relook at your numbers.
That's the problem. Now we change. We don't fix 13. We change 1 + 1.
Yeah.
So that it fits that. That's how it works. That's how irregardless gets in the fucking dictionary. Irregardless. Some good ads for our scent line on the Facebook.
Oh my god, dude! I have never laughed so hard in my life when I saw that. I'm like, what the fuck did Eric send me?
They're commercials for the Eric and Gord cologne. Irregardless.
I immediately put that up on my fucking on my Facebook.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Good, because I don't know if I have them anymore, but I really like these bikes aren't going anywhere, but these ladies are gonna keep riding them irregardless.
Fucking died, man. Just fucking died.
Those are so good commercials. I want to try this cologne that I don't know what it smells like. COVID, probably.
What does it smell like? Irregardless.
Yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't want to surf because it's cool. You should want to surf irregardless. It's just so stupid and pointless.
But the funny thing is though, that is exactly how the real commercials are done for these fucking colognes and perfumes that are out there. Like, it's just insane.
Oh, I got the 3 ladies shopping. I gotta watch this one. Sorry, kids. You can go to I'll put them up on our website tonight, and you guys can see them if you haven't been to Facebook to see. That's me and Gord's new venture. Oh, I got it with music.
No.
I don't know what these ladies are doing, but they seem happy doing it, and they will keep doing it. Irregardless. Happy holidays from Eric and Gord. And then the girl at the end, she's so happy. It's a good perfume, kids. You got to try it. You can send in your orders, ericgord.com, and we'll ship that right out to you. It smells like hand sanitizer.
Did you hear? Speaking of hand sanitizer, did you hear in the States the FDA is leveling fines on every company, every alcohol company that changed over to start producing to make sanitizer? They're fining them $14,000
for what?
Because there's a little there's some sort of I gotta bring the article up. There is a little rule that they have put into place where when they first started doing this, the FDA said, look, we are going to waive this because you guys are going to be helping us out. And most of these companies were just donating this stuff to like hospitals and to first responders and things like that. They're actually just donating. So they're not even making money off of it.
Right.
And now they're going to be hitting them with this fine saying, well, now that everything else and everybody else is under control with this, now you guys are being fined for this.
I don't understand what the fine is for. What's the they're not allowed to sell hand sanitizer?
Hang on a second. Let me just get out. I got to figure out what exactly it was, but it was.
I guarantee it's some stupid prohibition era thing.
I
guarantee it's an old prohibition law that they fucking drugged up and realized they could make some money off it. Because they got to pay for their $billion stimulus packages that all their corporate buddies are getting.
Oh, so apparently so here it is. So they. Okay, let me get up the first one here. So this initially happened fucking 3 days ago, where the feds sent $14,000 fine for distillers. It was a bill will provide the recipes. So at no point were stores told that they would have to pay a fee if they produce a sanitizer. But this past Tuesday, the FDA announced its fee schedule for facilities that produce over-the-counter drugs. It is also proclaimed that distilleries that produce hand sanitizer are now classified as monographed drug facilities. The newly approved fee schedule went into effect on October 1st, which is why sanitizing producing distilleries are getting slapped with a charge now.
You know what I do if I own a distillery? I stop making hand sanitizer right fucking now.
Oh, instantly. And if the companies don't unregister as the monograph drug facility by January 1st, they'll be on the hook for another $14,000 fine for the next year.
That's hilarious.
Now, the flip to that is that yesterday that got reversed, and the FDA, because of backlash on social media and rush all over the place, everybody's freaking out.
Think?
They said because there is a place in Vancouver, Washington called the Quartz Mountain Distillers.
Yes, I've heard of them.
Well, they got hit with it's a $14,060 fine. So they got hit with the fine on Wednesday, but by Thursday night, the FDA contacted them and said, "Yeah, we're not actually going to enforce this. Sorry."
Yeah, well, how could you? Like, did you think people were not going to backlash against that? Like, what were you thinking?
I don't understand how whoever, again, this is that whole thing of being held responsible for your actions. Whoever approved that should be not just fired, but fined, charged. Like, there's got to be a slew of shit you could throw against this fucking whoever this idiot is that came out that just proves it as what, price gouging, as an illegal thing.
Yeah, but you got to remember, it's the beginning of tax season, so people look for things like this, and they go, "Oh, I just figured out a way to pay for stuff," and they think they can sneak it in, and then they go, people freak out about it. Like, they probably thought, "Oh, this is a good way to make $14,000 off these distilleries who all did well through the COVID thing." And then everyone said no. And they went, "Oh, what is that? Yeah, no, this is bad. We're not gonna enforce this." And they try to look like they're the hero now.
Yeah, which is probably exactly what it is. They're saying, "Oh no, we wouldn't actually do that. That was sent out by accident." No, it wasn't. You were just hoping that they would fucking pay it and not say a word.
Exactly.
That's all it was. You're a bunch of criminals. You should not have your positioning. You should all be fucking shot and killed. Just saying.
No, you could just wait for your COVID death like everyone else.
Fucking Jesus. My God.
How long is it going to be before people start having like death parties? Like, oh, I'm going to die from COVID. We have to have a party.
Well, it's funny that you mention that, Eric, because one of the things I brought up on here to bring to the show was just like the weirdest stories that came out of 2020. And there is one where it's the Hungarian MEP Josef Szajjar, whatever, where him, along with more than 20 other acquaintances, were caught literally pants down at a lockdown busting sex party in the center of Brussels in December. Breaking the lockdown was bad enough, but the funniest thing about it is he's a far-right politician that has a history of cracking down on LGBTQIZ Harry the Sixth.
Every time.
Right? And it was a gay orgy.
Yeah, every time. It always is. Whenever someone is like very, very anti-gay, they're gonna get busted in a gay orgy. It happens every fucking time.
Yeah. I just don't get it. Like, why, if you are a gay politician, why? I just don't get it. Like, why would you know you're gonna get busted for it? It always happens.
Stop. Maybe if you're taking a stance against them, don't go to the gay orgy. Just like, I'm not gay, so I don't understand really how alluring these things are, but like it's always a fucking gay orgy. You think someone would, like, before you get into politics, someone would be like, all right, I'm telling you right now, don't go to the gay orgy. I know you want to, but don't.
Yeah, don't. It's you're gonna get it. They're gonna find out. Just don't go.
It's always and like, how could you just? I don't know. Like, even if I had an opportunity to go to a bunch of orgies all the time, I probably would skip most of them.
Yeah.
And you got to think, if at the rate that these guys get caught, it's not their first rodeo.
Like, no, and that's just it. Like, oh my god, I just don't.
They've been caught. Like, they've been to 1,000 to get caught at one. Obviously.
Yeah.
You don't get caught at your first gay orgy.
No, that literally does not happen.
That's just fucking hilarious. I love it. Just every time someone speaks out against it, it's a gay orgy. I don't stand the homosexuals. I'm going to be tough on the homosexuals. You're going to a gay orgy tonight, aren't you?
Yeah.
Every time. I love it. Thank you, Hungary.
No, I'm not. No. I'm not gay. Love the dick. What? That wasn't me.
I love it. I think it's great. Like, just I don't know why you can't just admit, like, yeah, I chug cock and I want to run your country. That's fine. That's cool. Whatever. I don't care.
Have at it.
Run the country well. Just don't be, oh, gays are bad. I hate the gays. I'll be at my gay orgy.
Gays can't do this, but I'm gonna suck a dick when I'm done here.
It's not gay if you're on top.
It's only gay if you're receiving.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Are you gay? No, sir, I am not. My boyfriend's a fucking flamer, though.
My boyfriend's flaming gay, but I'm not.
It's cool, Hungry. Whatever. You have a gay orgy prime minister. That's cool.
So yeah, so there's that. Thought that was quite genius.
That's how he chooses to, like, I guess if you're gonna violate the lockdown, gay orgy's the way to go. Like,
yeah.
You're not gonna social distance and you're gonna get caught for it. Like, do it spectacularly like that. Don't be like one of these ones that gets caught in the gym. That's boring and stupid. Or the Ontario lady who got caught in the liquor store 3 hours after her test.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
That's not. But if she had been caught at a gay orgy, that would be awesome.
That would have been epic. Man. I'm assuming you heard what happened to Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell's houses?
I did hear.
Yeah.
And I was shocked to discover there were no gay orgies involved.
Yeah, for those that weren't or haven't heard about this, Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell, so those that know, Mitch McConnell is the Senate Majority Leader, and Nancy Pelosi is, well, just fucking nuts. They both refused to up the amount that Americans were supposed to get for the relief. Trump wanted to up it to 2,000. They said, no, fuck that. They're only getting 600. So people went and spray painted their homes saying, where's my money? Mitch kills the poor.
He does. He does.
Yeah. One guy wrote 2,000 cancel rent. We want everything. Thought that was quite genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I just thought that was so good.
Way to make yourself look like crap just because you lost the election.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're not approving. Come on. It's just the one last fuck you to America just because Trump's still president. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Give the people some money. They need it. They're dying, allegedly.
And yet, how much? I mean, the funny thing is out of that bill, $25 million of it was for the Senate bonuses and raises.
Yeah, of course it was. Always is.
So,
yeah, Nancy Pelosi. He's a funny one.
Yes, he certainly is. And I do appreciate the fact that Trump called it out, gave a full listing of what all the money is going for, and just put it here's exactly what this bill entitles and where the money's going, and put it out there. And all the Democrats are like, you have no reason to complain about this.
They're just hilarious.
You just won't admit it when you just it's just there's the proof right in front of you that these people do not care about you. It's right there in front of you. And you're still going to say, nope. No.
I saw the best meme. I think it was today, maybe yesterday. And it's like, you know what I like about conservative women? No penis.
That's great. Oh, fucking hell.
I thought that was good.
That's very good. So yeah, that's so just so you guys know, that is where, as America, that's where you are. That's how really this is how you are viewed by everybody else on the planet. This is how fucking retarded you guys are.
Well, now let's be fair. We did this at John Horgan's house last year too, and I said it then, and I'll say it now. It's not right to go to people's houses and fucking vandalize them and terrorize their homes. What are you people doing? You claim oh, we're all in this together. Except unless you disagree with us, then we're going to fucking spray paint your house and threaten your life. What the fuck's the matter with you guys? Jesus Christ. We did it here to our premier, John Horgan. People went to his house. They talked to his wife.
Yeah.
That's just, you should be allowed to shoot you for that.
No, you can't do that in Canada.
Don't you have a problem? Have a protest? Sure. I'll protest your protest because I think protests need to be protested, but have a protest, whatever. Speak up on the news. Do something shitty to a government building. Fine. You don't go to people's fucking houses.
Yeah, I agree. I think now keep in mind, I couldn't give a flying fuck about either one of those two fucking people that have their houses defaced. But you know what? As humorous as that is as a Canadian to read, because it's just fucking funny to me because that's how fucking retarded you guys all are. Your point would have been a lot better made if you did something against the government building.
Exactly.
Because you know what? Because you just did something against our home. You know what? You're going to pay for that shit to get fixed.
I certainly hope so.
So just keep that in mind. Morons.
Keep that in mind, morons.
That's it.
I'm just echoing because I can.
For no other reason.
And because people are morons.
That's
part of season 4 when we launch season 4 in a couple of months. It's going to be smarten the fuck up is going to be the theme.
Yep.
And we'll be revisiting all these great stories for you. All you classy people.
Nope.
I did plan on having an Eric and Gord for tonight, but that didn't work out. And I don't have any really interesting, cool, random stuff for us. I couldn't find anything that I even wanted to talk about. I just thought we should talk, and I would talk about and say hi to all my new Facebook buddies.
I got one I found and scoured for the record and found it just for you.
I'm just having a little look here. Oh, here we go. So yeah, 600. I'm up over 600 responses to my post. And this is what I said. I just want to tell everybody really quick. It just says, and you can read it on I posted it on our website. I think if I didn't, I meant to, and it'll be there tonight. Where it just says, every credible piece of medical literature confirms that the majority of transmissions of the virus occur in the home. Lockdowns are making the problem infinitely worse. They're also repeating their message that asymptomatic transmission is virtually non-existent. We've let this bullshit go on long enough, figure it out, and put an end to it. That's all I said.
That's it. Nowhere in there did you say that it's not real. Nowhere did you say any in there that, like you didn't mention a conspiracy theory. You didn't say that this is because the lizard gods in the center of the earth are causing it.
Nope.
You didn't say that this is transmitted because of flat Earth. Like, you know, it's literally a statement of fact.
And it said, "Oh, your hatred for medical health professionals." What? I don't hate medical health professionals. I don't think any of them have anything to do with COVID. Your conspiracy weaving threads that countries like America are seriously burdened with the highest infection rates and deaths because of your conspiracy. I didn't say there was a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Follow the guidelines. Listen to the experts at the WHO and Health Canada. Well, they're the only two websites I quoted. Like later on my second post where I said you guys are stupid. I didn't even say that. I never said anything like that, actually. When Burst goes, well, I believe my local journalists. Well, your local journalists are owned by one of two media companies. So those two companies decide what you hear.
Yeah.
And I posted my lovely little thing about, in 1938, Hitler was Time Magazine's Person of the Year. So the media is not always really accurate.
And by the way, that post is viral right now. It is everywhere.
Is it?
Oh my God. I've seen it on, I think my last count was 15 people's pages.
My favorite response was from my friend Mark, who said, Time Magazine's Person of the Year doesn't mean the best person of the year. It just means the person who was in the news the most. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure. He's like, well, then don't you think Hitler qualifies? And I was like, yeah, I guess he did. And he's like, hey, everyone, Eric just said Hitler qualifies this time as Person of the Year. We should cancel him. I was like, well played, sir. Well played. That's how it's done.
Yeah, you got to give him credit. Got to give him credit.
It was great. He said, so you support Hitler is what you're saying. Yeah, that's what I said, all right.
Right there. That's it.
Love him or hate him, he killed a lot of Jews.
No if, and, or buts about it.
It's just, I love that because everyone thinks I'm saying I like him. I don't. That's not what I said at all. He killed a lot of Jews. That's just fact.
Oh my God.
It's like when I tell you people that all things being equal, fat people use more soap. It's true. It's just, if you think about it, it's true. I'm not insulting anyone.
I'm a fat person, and I will tell you that is a fact.
You insult yourselves and then blame me for it by being stupid.
Dumbasses. Oh, fucking unreal.
Okay, so you have stuff.
Yeah, I got something for you.
I'm going to go on to some of Gord's stuff. Hey, if you have problems, I made it real simple for you guys. You can always get in touch with us via Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina. We love to root around in Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina for your emails. That's Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina at gmail.com. Or I classed it up for 2021, and you can reach us at mail@ericgord.com.
Did you just assume somebody's gender?
Yes, I did. It's a male. It's a male site.
See, nobody's going to send anything to that one because, no, that's just wrong.
Yeah.
That term shouldn't exist anymore, apparently.
It's G people, not G mail.
G humans.
It's G humans. It's not E. I don't have email. I have E human. I'm surprised that doesn't exist yet. Fuck, it probably does.
Oh, I guarantee it does somewhere.
Looking that up. Okay, guys. Gord has stuff for us.
So, we love our stories from India because India, you guys have got you're the Florida man of the planet, and it's fantastic. I love reading about your stuff that goes on there. So there was a big rainstorm in the Uttar Pradesh's Ghaziabad district.
It was quite the storm.
It was quite the storm. Well, a bunch of people, do I have the least, around 40 people had taken shelter in a cremation site. It's like a little bit of like it's like a small sort of building. It was done as a cremation facility in northern India. And 40 people had all got in there to get them underneath from out of the rain, and the roof collapsed, killing 19. How do you go into a crematorium and get crushed?
That's rough.
That's just asking. Now, my favorite thing is this one, because I think it's all about these one-liners from the way these guys write these articles. The cause of the collapse was not immediately clear, but authorities planned to investigate. You've got 19 dead, and you're just gonna. Well, we'll look into it.
We'll look into it. Chances are they died of COVID.
Guarantee it. So 38 people were trapped, 19 were killed on the scene, or died on the way to the hospital. I just thought that was just. Oh, that's just India.
Do you can we get like Mike Holmes or someone to go to India and teach them how to make a ceiling that doesn't collapse? Because they've got some issues with their ceilings there.
Oh my God. I can't stop laughing at it. I really can't. It's just fucking funny to me. These, just for the record, the reason why there were so many people there is because they were there at a funeral. So they were just around that area, and when the rain hit, so everybody just ran for cover because they don't have cars apparently.
Yeah, that's well. At least they don't have far to go.
I mean, oh my God, you died in a crematorium of a fucking collapse. I mean, that's just amazing. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, all died of COVID.
All died of COVID. Every one of them. Oh man. So when I was also looking up for some of the weird stories that happened this year, that didn't have to do with COVID, I did come up with 9 little stories here that I think are kind of humorous. At least some of them are. One of them, I still don't understand why it's even mentioned, but we'll get to that later. This one's a great one. There's this who's this guy? Nissan's Carlos Gozin. So this guy is a top guy with the Nissan company.
That doesn't make you the top of anything, by the way.
Not really. He fled. He was under house arrest in Japan in late 2019, and he wanted out. So in January 2020, he put himself in a giant box that was labeled as a musical instrument. He got found.
Gee, you think?
But he got out of Japan and into Lebanon through Turkey. And he got all the way through there when and what's great is that Yamaha, when the news broke, Yamaha tweeted this. They said, "We won't mention the reason, but there have been many tweets about climbing inside a large musical instrument cases. A warning after any unfortunate accident could be too late. So we ask people to please not try it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Way to go, Yamaha, for jumping on that and just making them look dumb. So I thought that was great.
Japan is such a spectacular place.
So he actually hit. It was a double bass case, is what he was hiding in. So,
well,
there you
go. I don't even know what to say about that. That's
right.
Pretty spectacular. Way to go, so Nissan. That's why your car company does so well.
So good.
It's like, what are these people that are all, I can't handle house arrest? But you're in your house. How bad is your house?
Yeah. And if it's that bad, maybe you should do something to fix it.
I would, my house, I would love it if they're like, oh, you have to go to jail, but it's in your house. I'd be like, sweet. I am going to sit and play guitar for the next 6 months.
I'm going to write a ton of music. I'm going to check out the most graphic porn I can find. And
they don't take away your stuff. You're still in your own house with your own stuff, doing whatever the hell you want. You just have to wear a weird ankle bracelet.
Yeah. The only real difference when it comes out to it is you just can't go out for a beer.
You know, well, technically. But there's ways.
That's it. So I don't, for some reason, I don't quite remember this, but until I've read a little bit further on, I'm like, oh fuck, I remember hearing something about that. In May, Madonna hosted a telethon to raise money to tackle the coronavirus. Right?
Okay.
She ended up raising 7.4 billion euros in pledges. And with some countries promising a lot and others not even bothering to donate anything. Madonna herself pledged $1 million towards the cause herself. Now, what's funny about this is that she released a thing on social media, and it was her that released this, and this is what's genius. She released a thing saying that Estonia and Lithuania, who didn't put up any money, are being taken out of the European Union, and she's getting a seat. And it was just a gag. It was just a funny thing to say, just sort of say, like, you know, look, even I should have a sort of seat, but whatever. But it ended up getting reported as real news.
Of course it did.
And it got put out saying, oh my God, she is now part of the EU. No, she's not. Just fucking people.
The news is just such a ridiculous thing now. And you know who it was that made it like that? It was Pulitzer. The dude the Pulitzer Prize is named after. He's the one who made it all, like, he put entertainment in it. That was his contribution to journalism, was to make it the lovely pot of crap that it is today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pulitzer, you piece of crap.
I just read about him over the holidays. Very interesting. What a piece of crap he was. I can't believe I'm defending Madonna. Usually she does such stupid crap. But way
to go, Madonna. You gotta give credit when credit's due.
I guess so.
Now, this is something I also didn't know, and I wish I knew about at the time, because, man, I would have brought this up on the fucking show if I knew about this. A former member of the Russian parliament and current head of the Union of Women, he basically came forward, she came forward. She came forward when an ice cream called Rainbow came out, and she said that it should be banned because it promotes homosexuality.
I couldn't agree more.
I can't even. Ekaterina Lakova told Vladimir Putin that advertisements for the multicolored ice cream could lead to children becoming, quote, accustomed to the LGBTQ community's rainbow-colored flag.
Well, that's just fact. Haven't we had rainbow ice cream forever?
Apparently, they just did it. The
in
rest
Russia,
of these quotes is what makes this more genius, though, dude.
They've got nothing in Russia. Like, think about that. They're
No.
just getting like different flavored ice cream.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Quote, they're quietly promoting these nice rainbow colors using nice words. They're advertising an ice cream called Rainbow. Lakhova told Putin, seemingly undermining her own argument by pointing out that the only ice cream with nice colors and children like nice colors and rainbows. Quote, I have the same negative feelings about the rainbow as I do about the swastika, she said.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What happens every time after it rains? What do you do?
That fucking rainbow is a fag. Like, what do you say that? That's the most insane shit ever.
Like my t-shirt. Every time you see a rainbow, God's having gay sex.
Fucking fantastic.
That's like I don't get, like, they're just a thing that occurs naturally. How do you ban rainbows? You have to ban rain.
Yeah, and good luck with that.
That's awesome.
Have you ever heard of Dr. Stella Emanuel?
That actually sounds familiar for some reason.
Oh, you'll remember this one. This is the woman who stood on the steps of the U.S. Supreme Court and loudly proclaimed, nobody needs to get sick. The virus has a cure, and it's called hydrochloroquine.
Right. Yeah.
That's it. I have treated over 350 patients and have not had one death.
Right.
Right? That's what she said. Well, she is. Turns out that she holds some rather unconventional views. She claims that medical issues such as cysts, infertility, and impotence are caused by people having sex with, quote, spirit husbands or spirit wives. So you're, yeah. And also that real life ailments stem from demonic sperm after demon dream sex.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
So, and these are the people that can stand up in the U.S. Supreme Court.
I couldn't agree more. Demon sperm is second to COVID in things we have to worry about right now.
Oh my God.
But COVID's totally legit. We should be listening to people about that.
Oh,
All these other insane stories, they're just insane. But COVID, yeah, that one makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. Absolutely. In Spain, so they had, in the early days of the pandemic, they had the whole thing where it was, you were literally house locked. It was forbidden to go out, even for a walk. That is, unless if you were walking a dog, then you were allowed to go outside. But there's a stretch where they said, nope, that's it. You stay home, you get home, you do not walk out your door. That's it. Well, So this led to people hiring out their dogs to neighbors who wanted to go out for a jog and for a walk and whatnot. So they would loan out their dogs. Well, when this wasn't enough, then people got to taking other animals for a stroll. Now, they didn't make this perfectly clear initially, but people were caught walking a goat, a chicken, and one guy even was out walking a crab.
Yeah. You got to walk your crabs.
And so they had to turn around and they had to be very specific, and it literally only extends to it's been extended to canaries and Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs.
Yeah, you need to walk your canary. They don't just fly.
Canaries? I can't take my chicken, but I can take my canary for a walk.
Well, that just makes perfect sense.
Oh, it's just amazing.
How many canary is there in Spain that's an issue that needs to be considered?
I'm just, I like. Do you have to Is it not allowed to fly? Does it have to walk beside you? Does it have to hop beside you? Like, I don't know how that would work. Just tie a string around a fucking bumblebee and walk that down the street. Is that fine? I don't know.
No, just your canary. Don't go getting crazy with crazy ideas.
Oh man. In the in the city of Ghent, which is in Belgium. In the summer, public toilets were closed because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And because of this, they ended up having a huge rash of people that were, shitting themselves because they had nowhere to go to the toilet.
Yeah. Belgium's also the place where they have that weird Nazi parade where we talked about last year.
Yeah, they do.
They're just shitty people, so.
Just to get the ombudsman, the city's ombudsman, Helena, whatever. I am not going to tense her last name. That's just fucked. She told the local paper during the lockdown that there appeared to be a great shortage of classic toilets. This resulted in the phenomenon of wild poop.
Wild poop.
Wild poop.
I like that. The phenomenon of wild poop. Put that on your Tourism Belgium posters.
Right? I mean, you're just missing an opportunity there. That's just amazing.
It's like, what was it? Where was it? Virginia, where their thing was we're on meth?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Come for the wild poop.
Of course, one of the big ones that happened out of the U.S. was the fact that Trump's team booked which would normally be the Four Seasons Hotel, but they ended up booking the Four Seasons Total Landscaping.
Yeah, that was
for the press conference.
I think that was on purpose.
I mean, I would say on purpose or not, but the way what Rudy Giuliani went off on saying when everything else was just, oh my god, it was amazing.
Yeah, you're the president's staff. You can't honestly be dumb enough to make that mistake. Like,
no.
I don't get the point of the story, but it can't be that ridiculous.
Well, the great thing was that the company, Four Seasons Total Landscaping, afterwards ended up offering a whole bunch of shirts. Some of the ones being "Make America Rake Again" and "Lawn and Order." That's great. So
never stop.
I thought that was quite genius. Oh my god. What
is wrong with everybody? I don't know. My god. This is like Gord and I usually read news, but real news. This is like the news that you get when you're not getting it from us. This is the kind of shit you're getting.
Yeah, exactly. The reason why we didn't talk about most of this stuff. So good. This next one, I'm just going to have to read it as it's written because I have yet to read it all the way through. And each time I try to read it, I just don't quite understand it. So we're just going to read it. In November, the end came for Dominic Cummings, the most powerful man in British politics, who merely put Boris Johnson in an ill-fitting suit and pushed him out in front of the TV cameras. The defining image of Cummings was him sitting behind a trestle table in the Downing Street Rose Garden, explaining why he broke the UK's coronavirus lockdown rules in April. He insisted he has no regrets about making a 260-mile trip during lockdown or about the 30-mile detour he took before making the trip home. Cummings told the press conference his wife became ill and the pair took the view at. Well, hang on, what is this? His wife became ill, and the pair took the view it would be better to be near young family members who could help look after their 4-year-old son. He said he drove from London to Durham in the northeast of England without stopping on the way and spent 2 weeks there while he and his wife recovered. Still feeling weak, Cummings drove the family 30 miles down of Bernard Castle to check whether a weird feeling in his eyes might prevent him from making the much longer journey back to London. Because the obvious thing to do if your eyes are feeling weird is to go out for a fucking drive with your loved ones.
Yeah, exactly.
So that happened. Fucking hell.
And again, I don't care. And who, like, whatever. What?
My eyes are weird. I'm gonna go for a fucking 30-mile drive. It's great.
I expect apologies from all of you. I expect some apology emails when it turns out I'm right.
Oh my god. Yeah, the last one was the orgy one, which I explained earlier. So,
and that is the story of it, and not just the year, because it happens like almost every year.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good lesson to remember in 2021. If you're a big proponent of quarantining, don't go out.
Yeah.
You're good. Someone's going to see you. I don't know what makes all these people think they're invisible.
Oh, by the way, speaking of which, that orgy one, the gay orgy got busted at, it doesn't just end there.
Well,
I didn't realize there's a whole little extra section. When the cops arrived, he climbed out the window and shimmied down a fucking drain pipe.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's the best part. In his backpack...
That's how I leave every gay orgy, by the way. That's my MO.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You got to slide down the big shaft. It just makes sense.
Exactly.
When they busted him, though, his backpack, which was on him, was full of narcotics.
Yeah, of course it was. You're not going to a gay orgy straight. Sorry.
No.
You're going to get lit up on something first.
I was only there to do the drugs, not to suck the dick.
That doesn't make it better, sir.
So yeah, so his political party, they dropped him immediately.
You don't say.
You're not supposed to get caught. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing?
That's the rule. But they all do. 6 Canadian MLAs traveled overseas for the holidays. They all got caught. One of them took a picture of himself in a room with 15 people and posted it.
It's so good. Like, it just, oh my god. It's like that politician who got busted for fucking spouting off all the racist stuff when he said, remember I brought this report to us, and he said, oh, I had accidentally went on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And then you went to find out just how easy it is to get on there, and it took you fucking forever to actually get it.
I forgot about that.
Oh my god, so good. So very, very good.
I accidentally went on Facebook Live.
No, hang on. Let's see just what that takes. Oh,
No.
look at that. It's taken me literally 10 minutes already so far. And I'm still not on.
Now it is easier with certain phones, I found out. Still pretty easy not to do that.
Yeah. Fucking hell. So good.
I don't know. Well, I guess people are stupid enough to buy their crap, so
Yeah, I guess.
I had such faith in people when I started this show, and they've just slowly proven me so wrong.
Yeah. You know, I remember it was one of the biggest things a long time with our show is you're always trying to say, don't let Gord be right.
Yeah.
And yet, it just keeps happening.
We're
That's
not there yet.
Fucking dumb all you guys are.
We're not there
You look
yet.
right.
I'm trying really hard, guys, but 3 years now, and it's just like very few examples are making me look good.
Yeah. And, I'm right. Just letting you know. I'm right.
Let's prove him wrong.
Please try.
Before one of his asteroids hits us. It would be nice if we could. Just maybe just once not fall for this crap, or don't Don't say you hate gays and then show up at a gay orgy. Don't be that guy this year.
Or do it, whatever. Just if you are going to go to the gay party, just admit you're gay first.
Exactly. That's why I say don't say you hate gays and then go to the gay orgy. That's stupid. If you're a cop, don't shoot a black kid this year. Just don't. Unless he's pointing a gun at your face and that part's on video, don't shoot the black kid. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, they're still having a hard time with that one.
I know.
They really struggle with that, and I don't get why.
So politicians, don't go to gay orgies. Don't break your own rules on camera. And let me give you a tip, because apparently you don't know. If you're not at home, you're on camera. Someone's filming you. Always, all the time.
Like, they've been telling us that forever, you know. Like, I don't get why politicians are they're just so inept. Well, they just don't understand it.
That's the only way you get that job. Is you have to be inept.
Fucking hell. It's a sad fucking state of affairs, my friends. In America, I'm blaming you for all of it.
Well, they're the biggest influence in the world.
Yep.
I'll never forget. I don't think I got to talk about it on the show. The kids on the bus. Or maybe I did talk about it on the show. The kids talking about the Huawei phones.
Yeah, you talked to me about it.
The one kid says to the other, I was thinking about getting a Huawei phone, and the other kid just lost his shit. He's like, why, so the Chinese can rape your ass the way they did at Pearl Harbor? Wow. There's a future politician for you right there.
Right there. You are what's wrong with the world. Just letting you know.
No, according to Facebook, I am. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. If I'm what's wrong with the world, you guys are doing all right.
Oh, fucking hell.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, This was a fun return to the show.
I've missed this so much.
I have, actually. It's been crazy. I was getting really antsy yesterday. So I know probably not maybe our strongest episode, but it's good to just be back. And throughout the week, we'll get better and better. It's a brand new year, and I've got really high hopes for the show this year. So,
Yeah. We're going to take it over by storm.
And I'm check us out on Captivate.fm. It's very, very cool. And I'm screwing everything up on it right now. Our episode numbers are wrong, and I'm trying to fix them, and it's proving a lot harder than it should be. But check it out. Go to our new website, like us, follow us, subscribe to us, blah, blah, blah. And let's make this show into something this year.
Yeah. Let's do this.
So are we doing this tomorrow?
I believe we are, yes.
Well, then I promise you guys a hell of a show tomorrow. I'm bringing my A game. I will not rest all day at work tomorrow. I will work just on the show.
And I'm going to bring you the same loads of bull crap I keep bringing.
I love it. So until then, kids, take care of each other.
Admit it if you're gay. Stop building buildings where the roof collapses under a little bit of rain pressure. And don't trust your government.
That's going to be the next one. Is the roof is going to collapse on a gay orgy and it's going to be filled with people that shouldn't be there.
Shouldn't, but no, there they are.
Don't go to a gay orgy in India. That's all I'm saying.
That's all we're saying.
The roof, especially at a crematorium, because that's just weird.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.
Please Be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional legal and medical services.